Yo, we live. Hey man, welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your narrator, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose, here today bringing you another edition of my starting five for DraftKings and FanDuel, alright? Man, but before we get into it, y'all already know what we got. The lineup review yesterday was I go back into my updated starting five that I posted from the previous slate just to see how we did, go over our lineup review, get into my thought process, and see how we came up with what we came up with, alright? So we're going to get this review going for y'all, but while we doing that, man, hit the subscribe button. Please hit that like button, man. We need a few more likes, man. Turn your notification bell on so you can be here with us rocking every day so when the video drops, alright? Now, sorry about no video yesterday, man. I was feeling under the weather. That's the problem with being a one-man band. If you can't do it, it's not gonna get done. So my apologies for not having a video yesterday. But we feeling a little better, man. We back today, and we usually here every day, man, dropping a video for y'all. All right, so let's get into this breakdown. All right? If you caught the update to starting five yesterday that I posted on Twitter, you already know it was a good day for us as the core did very well yesterday. If you saw what I posted, you know I went with Russell Westbrook, Frank Jackson, Kent Bazemore, Morris Wagner, and Karl Anthony Towns. All right, now the breakdown. I felt like it was enough value plays enough value plays that I like and felt comfortable with to go stars and scrubs yesterday. So that's what I set out to do on the slate, and we started out with my point guard Russell Westbrook. Yeah, not much to think about here. He's a triple-double machine in a great it's Washington. They play one of the fastest pace in the league. Got a nice matchup here going against the Dallas Mavericks. Russ came in at 21% ownership, gave us a nice performance, 74 DK points, and he didn't even triple-double. Fell one assist shy, so he could have gave us a little extra right here, but it was very solid for him as he was the third highest scorer behind some bonus yesterday. So very nice from him. Definitely helped push us up the leaderboard at this 21% on. Coming in at my shooting guard, I went with Frank Jackson here. This is a value play I love. Frank Jackson was playing very solid off the bench. And a key piece of news that I think went overlooked yesterday was that Diallo was not in the lineup. So I feel like that could mean a little extra run for Frank Jackson. And we was correct in our assumption. We got him at 11% on right here. He gave us a monster 42 DK points right here. Over 10x. You got to love that. It definitely helped push us up the leaderboard. Right? And this was the $1.20 max, man. We came in 73rd place. We placed very well in our single interest yesterday with this same course. So it was a very good day for us yesterday. But coming in at small forward, went Kent Bazemore, a guy we knew would be a little chalky with the Oubre news, but the matchup was just too good against the Houston Rockets. Felt like it could be a high-scoring game, and I wanted to take advantage of this value play here. He came in at 27% on. He gave us a solid 28 DK points, very solid for his price right here. We'll definitely take that. Morris Wagner came in at my power forward selection. We knew he was going to be a little chalky, especially with him in the starting lineup now. And at 3,300, I thought he actually would be a little higher than this, but he came in at right at 30% on. It was a nice slate, a lot of different value plays to get yesterday. You didn't have to go to the Morris Wagner, but right at 30% on, he had a very nice performance for us. Over 10x for him as well. He got 36 DK points. I never have a problem. If you see my videos, y'all know bigs that's going to be starting and playing near the flat minimum, I never have a problem jamming them in, no matter what the ownership is. As long as it's a big who's involved and doesn't just go stand in the corner waiting for threes like Brook Lopez or something like that. If it's a big, you should fall into a few rebounds. Hopefully, maybe he can get lucky and get you a block or two, and those rebounds should lead to a couple putbacks. So Morris Wagner had a very solid performance, as I had no problem getting to him right here. And rounding out my starting five at the center, I wanted to go Karl Anthony Towns. I felt like this entire game right here was going overlooked. The Pelicans Timberwolves game, one of the higher totals on the slate yesterday. We knew it could have a possibility of being a good game. It was better than we thought. They went to overtime here, so I was hoping for a bigger performance from Cat, but I take it. Got him at 4% on. Gave us 57, right at 58 DK points. Very solid from him, but with the OT, man, I was expecting 60 plus from him, as I definitely needed it yesterday, but we'll take this, especially at the 4% on. Definitely helped us up the leaderboard. Rounding out the rest of my lineup, after I got Towns in here, I wanted to run it back with Lonzo Ball. Like I said, I love this game environment, and I thought it was going overlooked yesterday, so I didn't mind getting another piece of it. And that's what I did with Lonzo Ball. Is he's been playing very well as of late. He's been having an increased rebound rate over the past couple of games, so that's really been helping him. And on the inverse, that's been hurting Zion. So if you roster Zion the past few games, you'll notice his rebound rate is down, and that's just because Lonzo has really been hitting the boards and really getting off the glass and pushing the pace for the Pelicans. So we got him right here at 9% on. He gave us a monster game, man. 68 DK points for him right here in the overtime. That definitely catapulted us up the leaderboard. Take that from Lonzo every day, man. And then finishing up the lineup down here at the bottom, Daniel Tice. This was a late swap pivot right here. I had a combination of Malachi Flynn and somebody else right here. I think I couldn't remember, but once we got the news Vucevic was out, I wanted to get some exposure to Tice and Thad Young. So we got Tice in this spot, had Thad Young in a couple of other spots. Wish we had Thad Young over here, as he was the far better performer of the two. But Daniel Tice at 8% on just gave us 21 DK points. Not nearly enough. Needed a bigger performance from him right here. But we'll take it. It was okay. And then finishing out my lineup, went Kim Birch at 5,300. 5% on. Guy who's been playing very solid for the Toronto Raptors. He's locked in the big plus minutes, 32 minutes, 33 minutes. And I wasn't nervous about the matchup here against the Jazz, because the same thing I just said for Mo Wagner, when you get a big that's starting, that's involved, he's going to fall into some rebounds, which should lead to hopefully some offensive boards, which should lead to some easy putbacks. And just him seeing the big minutes going against the Jazz here, we thought he should be in line for a solid performance, and he gave us that, man, right at 42 DK points. Very solid from Kim Birch, as he gave us a nice double here and added 6 assists in. So we definitely take that. Best lineup right here. Put up 369. We came in 73rd place. It was the $1.20 max here. So a very solid night from us yesterday, but you can't live on your past in daily fantasy. We got to get on to the next day and see what I'm liking, all right? So let's go see what I got cooking for y'all. Now, before I get into this, guys, just a key piece of advice right here. It's coming down to the last week or so of the season, and you have to kind of be careful, man. That's why you've been seeing so many blowouts and things of that nature, because a lot of times teams are just coasting on in, and individual players are mailing in, trying to just get some rest up for the playoffs will be here starting here in the next week or so. So you definitely got to just pay attention to the games and see what the matchups mean. I try to go to games that teams are playing for something. They're not already pretty much locked into their seeding, or the game is not going to impact their seeding. You kind of want to stay away from. You can't really try to fade that completely, because you never know, but just make sure you watch out for it. And that's why, like I said, that's why you've been seeing so many blowouts. So just pay attention to a lot of the matchups and see what they're playing for, and make sure it's like a game that doesn't really matter as the season dwindles down here. All right, that's my little heads up right now. So, but let's get into the updated starting five. All right, coming in at the top at point guard, guy I want to take a look at. Pending injury news. If DeJounte Murray is out, he's questionable right now. We don't know how it's going to go. But if he's out, even if he's not out, you can still look at this guy, Lonnie Walker the fourth at 3,500 right here. This is a great price on him for one, especially if DeJounte Murray is out. I don't know if he moves into the starting lineup. It could be Patty Mills, but he's been playing very solid off the bench. He's been seeing like 20 to 25 minutes off the bench, and he's been producing very solidly for us. If at this 3,500, I'm going to like him today regardless of whether DeJounte Murray plays or not. All right? So get you some DeJounte Walker, one of my early value plays I'm liking over here. Coming in as shooting guard, a guy I want to go right back to. If you played him last time, I know he killed you in an overtime game, but he just shot so horribly from the field. This is a great bounce back spot for him going against the Portland Trail Blazers. Both teams are fighting for playoff position and things like that, so this should be a nice competitive game right here. One of the better games of the night. I'm gonna love to watch this. It's just from a real basketball standpoint. But Jaylen Brown, he's a guy who fills it up the stat sheet for you, man. Tons of peripherals. Hopefully his shot falling. We expected no Kimber, so that should be all the offense is gonna fall on him and Tatum's shoulder. And I have no problem going right back to Jaylen Brown here, especially in this matchup against the Portland Trail Blazers. Coming in at small forward, guy I want to take a look at, DeMar DeRozan. All right, now listen, if DeJounte Murray is out, it's going to greatly boost them. They're going to lean heavily on DeRozan. So I know it's a tough matchup against Philly. Vegas has them favored right now by like 5.5, depending on your site. If DeJounte Murray sits, that'll probably move the line about 2 to 3 points. Give or take, but either way, it's still a close enough spread that the Spurs should be in the game, should keep it tight all the way down to the fourth. Hopefully they don't get blowed out. But the only way I see that happening is DeMar DeRozan has a good game, so I definitely want to take a look at him right here. This 8,200 price tag is he's going to see his normal usage already, which is solid, which is leading the team pretty much. And if DeJounte Murray is out, it's going to just boost it. It's going to be more shots for him, probably more assist opportunities. He might do a lot of the ball handling as well. I'm going to love DeMar DeRozan if DeJounte Murray is out. Coming in at power forward, the forwards are tough tomorrow. I'm going to tell you right now. If you're not paying up for the top option, it can get kind of crazy after that. So it's a bunch of guys so it's going to be like, pick your poison if you're not paying up for the top guys at the forward spot tomorrow. So it's the small forward and power forward. It's going to be very, very key tomorrow. The guy I want to look at is Miles Bridges right here at 7,100. I know it's a tough matchup against the Miami Heat right here, but Charlotte has been playing very well. And they got the return of LaMelo. Y'all already know I've been preaching all year. LaMelo and Miles Bridges, I like that tandem, man. LaMelo being back only helps Miles Bridges. That's his transition partner. That's the guy that gets out and run with him, get him the oops in transition. This helps Miles Bridges a lot, and I definitely want to look to him in this spot going against the Miami Heat. And coming in at center, guy I want to take a look at, Richaun Holmes. Saw him get back up to 30 minutes last time out, and that's definitely a great sign for him going right here against the Dallas Mavericks, who really don't have an inside presence. I can see Holmes having a big double right here. I like him for this 6,500 going against the Dallas Mavericks. All right, there you have it. My starting five for DraftKings right now: Lonnie Walker, Jaylen Brown, DeMar DeRozan, Miles Bridges, Richaun Holmes. All right. Now, y'all be sure y'all go follow on Twitter at DFS Goose so you can get the updated starting five about 30 minutes before lock, as undoubtedly news and everything coming out is going to probably change this some, all right? Now, FanDuel coming in at the top. I want to look at the boy, LaMelo Ball, man, 6,100. He played 28 minutes last game out on yesterday's slate. I don't see why he can't go to 30 right here. They might give him a few extra minutes as he's coming off a hand injury. So hand injuries, upper body injuries, things like that usually doesn't hurt a guy too much because he can still run and condition while he's injured. So I'm not worried about his conditioning here and the fact that he saw 28 minutes in his first game back. I think it can creep to 30, maybe 32 in this matchup. Just depends on the coach, but I like him at this price tag, 6,100. Man, you know LaMelo Ball. He's the engine that keeps this Hornets offense moving. He loves to push the pace. He has legitimate triple-double upside, and I definitely want to try to take advantage of that at this 6,100. Coming in as shooting guard, guy I'm going to look at, Lonnie Walker over here as well. A little bit more expensive over here on FanDuel, 4,600, but I'm okay with it if DeJounte Murray is out. This is going to be the first play to change on FanDuel if DeJounte Murray plays, but I like getting to him right now for this 4,600. Coming in at small forward, want to look at R.J. Barrett. Like I said, man, the four spots are rough. That's on FanDuel and DraftKings. The four spots are rough, but R.J. Barrett, you know, he's gonna get big minutes, even if they blow out the Houston Rockets here. He's probably still sees 30 plus minutes, as Thibodeau like to run these New York guys. And RJ Barrett, you know he's mainly a scorer. He give you a few rebounds, but his upside lies in his scoring. And what better matchup for him to have a good game scoring than against the Houston Rockets? So I definitely want to look at him. Coming in at power forward, I'm going to go with his buddy, Julius Randle. Same game, different name. Julius Randle right here, he's the man for the New York Knicks. Everything runs through him, man. On the block, he's really like a point forward for them, man. He's shooting a three at a nice clip this year. He just does it all for the Knicks, and you definitely want to have a guy that does that in this matchup against the Houston Rockets. At 9,700, I'm paying up a little bit at power forward over here, but I don't mind going to Julius Randle right here in this spot. And rounding out at center, a guy I'm staying with, Richaun Holmes. Probably my favorite play across both sites today, man. I'm going to have plenty of Richaun Holmes. All right, 6,900, a little bit more expensive over here, but expect him to be in line for 30 plus minutes. Y'all know it, man. He's an energy guy. He hits the boards. He runs the court. I like Richaun Holmes at the 6,900 price tag. My favorite play right now going in today's slate. All right. That's going to do it for us right there. My starting five on FanDuel: LaMelo Ball, Lonnie Walker, R.J. Barrett, Julius Randle, and Richaun Holmes. Get you some exposure to these guys, man. Get them in your player pool. You know I'm going to have plenty of it. Y'all know the motto, man. Chances make champions. Y'all green up. I'll see y'all tomorrow, all right? Let's go.